We gonna have some special guests on the show today. People that are doing big things. Now, you know this is the show to let you know what's happening in the streets, and from the bottom to the middle to the top. You know, I have friends in high places, middle places, and low places. And, you know, this show's about bringing people together. We have to sit down and have conversation and dialogue with people who don't agree with us, and with people who do agree with what we're doing. Like, for instance, Luke and I are great. We work together great, good friends. And he has things that he agrees upon, and I have things that I do. But guess what? We on the same team. And I believe that's the only way that we can bring America back. But there's people out there that's doing major things, big things. And so we're going to start off. Oh, my God, the phone. I think he's on the phone right now. Hey, Luke, is that Nick? Patch Nick in.
Yes, I am here.
What's up, buddy?
How we doing, brother?
Good. Where you at, man? What state? Where you at?
I'm in South Dakota right now. I just got back from Washington, and it's going to be 60 degrees here today, so it's a heat wave.
60. Wow. Now, in South Dakota, if I'm not mistaken, okay, there's North Dakota, South Dakota. Which one has the biggest bears, the grizzly bear, the brown bear, or what? Which one? Or is it both of them? Did they connect? What's the deal with that?
Well, there's no bears here, but you venture a little bit farther north up into Canada and Minnesota, and you'll definitely run into a few of those.
Really? Man, so it's cool. It's cool. I didn't know that. I did not know there was no bears there. Wolverines, you got something dangerous out there, right?
That is correct, yeah. I mean, there's a few rattlesnakes roaming around, which you don't want to get bit by, and you know, I think that's about it. We're not a state that you're going to find a lot of predators that can kill you.
Luke, that sounds like my kind of state.
Yeah.
We talk about it all the time. Well, check it out, buddy. For my audience, because this guy's incredible and he's doing incredible things, and I've been getting to know him, and a lot of great things are going on. But I'm going to let you, big dog, you are on the right show. We made the right connections. And I want you to tell my audience, which reaches into 4 states, what you are doing. Because I see and I know, and it's spectacular. So the floor is yours, buddy.
Well, I appreciate that. Well, good morning. I'm pretty humble when I say this. My name's Nick Coulterman, and I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years. I've been in the medical field for 19 years and going, just kind of not doing a lot with that, but I've helped a lot of people in the prosthetic and orthotic world over 19 years with hospital systems, VAs, veterans, kids, just helping people in the diabetic communities walk and live a healthy life. And that was my calling at the time. That was my passion at the time. And it gave me a good career, and it helped me realize that helping people is very important in having a fulfillment in life. And so here we are, fast forward in the last 2 years. Reggie and I have gotten together just recently, but in the last couple of years, we've been working on some nonprofit stuff, collaborating with some celebrity friends of mine, some people in the communities of the NFL, NBA, you name it, Major League Baseball. And it's now my calling to help veterans with disabilities, people with disabilities, kids with cancer, kids with disabilities, to enjoy the outdoors. And so we own a couple hunting lodges in South Dakota. We primarily use those 6 months out of the year. We put on several different hunts, with pheasant hunting, with recreational outdoor activities, predator hunting. We do duck and goose hunting. We do all kinds of really fun stuff. And so in the midst of all that, and through some nonprofit friends of mine and dealing with the veteran communities and outdoor communities, we're building a new lodge, and it's going to be just under 9,000 square feet and state of the art. It's going to be able to house veterans with disabilities, anybody with a disability. But primarily, we're going to be doing some really cool hunts with veterans, getting them in the outdoors, getting them to do just to be a part of nature. And I think that from a healing standpoint, that's very vital, right? It's important. Yeah. And then from just an outdoor recreational side, they'll get to enjoy some things that normally they typically wouldn't be able to do if they had a disability, with an amputation or a wheelchair. Getting them out here and enjoying, God's country, because we're in the middle of nowhere. A lot of people, I think when that first conversation I had with you, you're like, where is Fedora, South Dakota, and it's, we're not on a map. No, we are on a map, but we love it out here, and, enjoying God's country, riding around in side-by-sides, four-wheelers, getting to enjoy the ground and the peacefulness that we own and we love. So,
wow.
Some things that you and I have shed light on, and we were on the phone yesterday, that probably the audience knows a lot of with what you're doing is connecting people, right? Mm-hmm. And what's the slogan that you use the most?
I'm a uniter.
Yeah, you're a uniter. And so, what I've learned in life is that a lot of unity comes from like-minded individuals, comes from people that want to make a difference, have a passion for a certain cause. And I just, number one, I love Jesus. So anybody that's listening and loves Jesus, that's important. And I think it's getting people in the right rooms and sharing some ideas, and then having those ideas come to fruition when it comes to building things that need to get built to help people. And the most important thing that I think is a takeaway with unity and uniting together is finding the cause and supporting the cause. And so for us, it's this deal we're doing a couple really amazing things, actually, with empowering the veterans with my good friend Major Edward Polito.
Yeah.
I just got back from the White House. And I didn't get to meet Trump and sit down with him, but I did get to meet some advisors and some really important people in the paths that are going to lead us into the right direction of working with the White House here in really short order. But it's imperative that we bring people from the bottom to the top and the top to the bottom, right? And
Amen.
So doing so, I had an incredible time in D.C. I was out there for the last couple days. I just got back, yesterday fully. It was my first day back. And what I realized was there's really a lot of politicians and a lot of people that do good. I'm not into politics, and I don't like to dive into it a lot for various reasons. But I look at, there are still some good people in politics, and they want to help in ways that they can help. And we're going to make that happen. I think, from a bigger scale, we're going to pull a lot of people into this new lodge and this new facility that we're going to be building. It's going to be state of the art, amazing, and it's going to be the biggest project. Once we get done with it, it'll be the biggest project in the United States that actually houses disabled veterans and people in the disability community to enjoy the outdoors. Kids with terminally ill cancers, people to be able to just come out and also do retreats.